OSOU for semester SEC-02 long question software concept. The software is a set of instruction procedure program that instruct the computer system to perform specific function. Hardware and software are complemented to each other. Software makes hardware functionable. Therefore, it is said that software is the life of computer. Classification of computer software can be classified as system software, application software. System software. The system software helps the computer system to function properly. It is the software to act as an interface between the application software and computer. It performs some vital functions like starting of the computer, displaying information in computer screen, retrieving information from secondary media, etc. The system software is a collection of programs designed to manage computer resources, operate, control, and extend the processing capability of the computer. It first interrupt and then carry out the command necessary to run an application program. The system software is also considered as low-level program that support execution of all application software. There are different types of system software like operating software, network software, development tools, language translator. Operating software. Operating software is an organized collection of programs that controls and coordinates the different components of computer and the overall operation of a computer. It is a special category of software essential for making the computer suitable to work. The overall function of OS is to control all the activities of the computer system. All computer requires OS for smooth functioning. The OS is so essential that we cannot use a computer unless it is installed or loaded in the computer. When we power on the computer, the first thing it does that it loads the OS to the memory of the computer. This processing is known as booting. Once the OS is loaded, the computer is ready to work. Booting is the process of loading OS into the memory of the computers from the backing storage. The role of OS can be divided into control, coordinate. Objectives of OS. The objectives of OS are convenient and proper use of resource efficiency. Functions of OS. OS are of different size and complexity. All OS perform some basic functions like managing resource, providing user interface, execution of application program, support for utility program, control hardware. Managing resource. The user do not need to know the detail of the hardware or of the detailed operation of the CUP. The user can use simple command to execute something. The basic functions of OS resource manager are memory manager, process manager, device manager, file manager, network manager. Providing user interface. User interact with the computer through user interface. If OS change the manner in which we interact with SEM, OS can be CLI or GUI. CLI is a form of interface where the user types commands for the computer to carry out, whereas GUI is an interface where the user uses commands by using a pointing device, mouse to point and click on icon, buttons, menus, list, etc. on screen to do something. Execution of application programs. When the user requests to run a program, the OS locates the program application and loads it to the main memory. As more and more programs are loaded, the memory allocation becomes crucial. For this reason, multiprogramming OS is complex. Support for utility program. There is another category of programs known as utility program. It is a specialized program that makes computer easier. Some utility programs are provided by the OS where some others can be purchased or downloaded. Some common utility in Windows are disk defragmentation, SanDisk, etc. Some purchased downloaded utility are various kinds of antiviruses. Control hardware. In every computer there is a BIOS which stands for basic input-output system. It controls hardware. The OS present in between the BIOS and the application software. All application program which needs the hardware must require the OS for it. The OS can access the hardware using BIOS or special device driver. Different types of OS. General purpose OS based processing OS, single user OS, multi-programming OS, multitasking OS, special purpose OS, interactive processing OS, multi-user OS, multi-processing OS, multi-threading OS. General purpose OS. The OS we see in computer are general purpose OS. It provides the ability to run a number of different programs like game, word processing, painting, business, application, etc. Example: DOS, Windows, Linux, Unix. Special purpose OS. These OS are loaded into special purpose computers. It do not manage user program. The special computers are generally found in different devices like ATM, washing machine, DVD player, etc. The OS we use in our mobile phone is special purpose OS. Batch processing OS. The first OS were primarily batch processing operating system. The initial function was to facilitate the running of series of programs one after another. The operating system performed some kind of sequential processing jobs. Such OS were known as batch oriented OS. The name batch processing because the jobs were grouped in batches and executed in computer. Example: Unix, Windows, Mac OS, smartphone. Interactive processing OS. It differs from batch processing. This OS interacts with the user in conversational manner as the program is running. The word interactive suggests both the computer and user are active. They can talk to each other. The user type the instruction and the program is executed immediately. Both batch and interactive processing are used to describe the timing of the processing of application. Single user OS. As the name suggests, in single user OS, only one person can work with the computer at a time. The working of this OS is simple and can be easily understood. All the resources of the computer is given to the user and the memory management is very easy. Example: MS-DOS. Multi-user OS. The multi-user OS allows many users to access the computers at the same time. All the resources are allocated to the different users as they need. If two users want a particular resource at the same time, the OS uses some policy to avoid conflicts. Example: Unix, Linux, Windows 2000, 2003 server. Multiprogramming OS. Multiprogramming means more than one program are executed at the same time. The modern operating systems are multiprogramming OS. In multiprogramming, the ideal state of the processor can be used to execute another program. These OS are very complex. Windows XP, Linux, Unix, etc. Multiprocessing OS. There can be more than one independent processor CPU in a computer. These different processors may be used for execution of different programs instructions. In multiprocessing system, two or more processing instructions are processed simultaneously or in parallel. Due to this, the multiprocessing system are known as parallel system. It is the OS that able to support and utilize more than one computer processor. The capability of OS to deal with more than one processor make it complex. Example: Mac OS, Windows XP, Windows 2000, Unix, Linux, etc. Multitasking OS. The multitasking is similar to multiprogramming. Generally, it is used when the jobs that are being used by the CPU belongs to different users. It is said to be multitasking when a single user performs multiple jobs at a time. Multithreading OS. A thread can be defined as a semi-process with a definite starting point, an execution sequence, and a terminating point. Multithreading is the ability of the OS to execute the different parts of the process called thread simultaneously. A process therefore may consist of many threads. Therefore, multithreading OS must be able to execute the thread simultaneously. To make the multi-threading possible, the program have to be designed well so the different threads do not interfere with each other. Some common operating systems are MS-DOS, MS Windows, Unix, Linux, OS X, Solaris. Most computers now work in network environment. To connect a computer to a network, we need some hardware device and some software. The software which helps us to connect the computer to a network is known as network software. This is used to control, monitor, manage and communicate with operating system, network service, database, storage, network application, etc. That is, and develop management software, server software, security software, etc. Application software. Application software or application programs are developed for more specific purpose. There are two types of application software: single function application software, integrated function application software. Single function application software. This software can perform a single task for the user. The program which is used for writing single function application software is called special purpose application program. The software which is used by specific purpose is called special purpose, and which is used in general is called general purpose single function application software. That is Chess, Paint, WinApp, AutoCAD, etc. Integrated function application software. The integrated function packages perform a wide variety of works. Mostly they are general purpose software. The software developers puts together some frequently used software. They are also called suites. A software suite consists of many general purpose software, that is MS Office. Most commonly used application softwares are word processor, spreadsheet, database, presentation software, web browser, graphics software, etc. Windows versus DOS. Windows multi-user, DOS single user, multitasking, single tasking. GUI, CLI. No need to remember commands, remember commands. No need to remember syntax, remember syntax. No need to type, commands to be typed. Easy to use, difficult to use. Supports graphics, not supports graphics. Support multimedia, not support multimedia. Support icon, does not support icon. Extensive networking support, limited, no extensive networking. More powerful, less powerful. Costlier than DOS, software is less costly. Support all DOS command, does not support Windows command. High hardware requirement, low hardware requirement. Booting is slow, booting is faster.